saying to him, "This is my plight," and da 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 da. He said he's going to the theater. Blah. I said, "This is my problem." He said, "Okay." And then by the time the guy checked me, just like my brother, I said, "Where did you give birth?" I said, "Here." He said, "Here." I said, "Yes." He said, "You have trapped placenta." I said, "So what do we do?" Of course, evacuation. It took me a lot of things, like how many days after pains of delivery and all that, and then the nonchalant attitude in everybody. What? I don't understand. I'm talking about my life. Somebody has made a mistake. I'm in the same hospital. I'm not even being attended. Everybody is doing as if it's not your business. And somebody goes out there and die. And we start praying and kabashing and telling God.
When we got in there, first time students, yes. Then the next action they took, because they know some students are not stopping in Toronto. The next thing, if you're on transit, your hand up this way, and then every student that is still boarding again to different parts of the country, those that are going to Saskatoon, Calgary, or different other parts, we all came out because I was going to Calgary, and then we had another queue outside, and the next thing another officer took control from the down this way, and that's how we were marched to another big hall. In this hall you saw electronics, everything was in quick succession. The smartness, Africa, we are used to suffer. I looked at that queue and I'm like, Jesus, when are we leaving here? My brothers and sisters, that queue of those that are transiting, we entered there and they said, take one laptop, like there's something like a setup system there, take one each. Nobody, once you get to the system, scan your passport. You know how work is made easy. The officers don't need to suffer. We don't need to lobby them. We don't need to start telling them, what do I do? They directed everybody to that place.
Hello and welcome to Choco Millionaire. In today's interview, I have an amazing woman here from Nigeria. She moved to Canada a month ago with her entire family. In this edition, we will be exploring her journey from Nigeria to Canada. I'm pretty sure you have a lot of questions. She will be answering most of them or telling the story. Madam, welcome to Choco Millionaire.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Okay, my name is Ifama.
Ifoma.
Yeah, from Nigeria.
Beautiful. And I see on the screen there, we also have Real Oma. So you like me to also call you Real Oma?
Yeah, Real Omar. That's my page name. So you want to see us on Facebook? It's Real Omar. Just subscribe, comment, come to our page. We'll be giving our little information of how we left Nigeria as a family, because we're actually here as a family with study permits.
You're giving real gist like Real Oma, huh?
Real gist, like women, let's vibe together. You can't bring your kids, you can come. No, you don't need to. You can actually bring them. You can come with everybody.
Oh, I see. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, how many of you moved to Canada or migrated to Canada?
Oh, we're a family of 6.
Family of 6. That would be you, and tell me after the composition if you don't mind.
I have 4 kids, so me and my husband.
You moving with everybody. You came on the same day.
Everybody.
What month did you come? And what year? What month a year?
1 month. And okay, we actually came in January 2023.
Which part of Nigeria would you say you live?
I live in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory.
Wow, I've been to Abuja once. I was in Kubwa in
okay.
Street. Yeah. How far is that from where you are?
Not so far, but we're actually in the city center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What kind of visa did you come with as a family? Did you all come with the same type of visa or different type of visas?
I came with the same visa with the kids, study permit, and then my husband came with open work permits. But came in with visiting visa, and then we flagpole it to open work permits.
When you say flagpole, it means you changed the visitor's visa of your husband to open work permit when you came to Canada.
Oh, sure. I know you've done a lot of video about flagpoling here, so we changed it from visitor visa when we came into Canada to open work permits.
Beautiful. So you are here as a student.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
MSc in leadership, Masters in leadership.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Africa needs a lot of leadership. Hopefully,
Mhm. We have leadership crisis, so we need a lot of leaders, good leaders that have experience. So
and
yeah,
MSc in
yeah,
leadership. Thanks for the
master's
correct
in leadership. Yeah,
leadership. Beautiful. And how long is the program?
2 years program.
2 years. And do you mind saying the name of the institution where you're studying?
Ambrose University, Calgary.
How do you spell Ambrose so that if somebody want to check it out online?
Ambrose, Ambrose
Ambrose
University,
University in Calgary.
Calgary. Yeah.
Good, good. Are you on scholarship or you're
Okay.
paying your own tuition?
That's in Alberta. I have partial scholarship from the school. The school gives you a scholarship of about 2,000 for you to come in.
Mhm.
And then once you come in, for example, this semester, I applied for a lot of scholarship and I've gotten some of them. So for the next semester, what you'll be paying, you might be paying little or nothing because we have opportunity to apply for a whole lot of scholarship in school, and most of them has been approved and the money already in my portal.
Your student account.
Yeah, my student
Good,
account.
good, good. Now, back in Nigeria, let's tell me about your educational background, your level of education before you come in here.
Okay, back home in Nigeria, I have a BSc in microbiology. And after I had my third kid, I went back to school to do a postgraduate diploma in education, just focusing it on biology because I did microbiology in my first degree. Yeah, so planning doing masters, but the country and everything. So I wasn't really impressed doing masters in the country. So I just start thinking of another plan to go do my masters outside the country. The plan has been in mind until certain things happen. Like it was like the trigger,
Mm,
So when the trigger happened, I have to tell myself, okay, I think there's the right time to start off the master's plan. And in my bit of thinking of how to go about it, who do I talk to, how do I take it up from there. I need to go do this masters abroad. I don't want to do it in Nigeria again. The way things are going and all that, we need a better life. We need a better. It was a whole lot of things compared together,
hmm
and I decided to go online. And it was when I was going online, different content creators on how to migrate abroad. I came across one of your videos. Prior before this time, I've seen a lot of content creators. I go through, some people drop information, yes, but not too details to what I need. So when I came across your page, Choco Millionaire, I'm like, this is where I will stay. And I did stay there, and it's been amazing journey. Everything that I need to know, I got from your page. Every information I need, I just went through the videos. At this point, I was just a follower. I'm a very silent one. I wasn't subscribed. I was just your regular follower and very quiet one. You hardly see my comments. And what I just do was share the videos I like and save those videos. Because data in Nigeria, we share my Nigeria people, data is not cheap. So most times I have to use my midnight data. I have free midnight data that starts from 11 p.m. To 5 a.m. So most times I have to be awake in the night just to have some of your videos saved, download them and save them on my phone. And I'm able to watch them in the daytime. And some of your videos are so loaded with informations that what I do is to write. You don't just, your videos, them. You don't just watch a millionaire's video and go. No, if you want to take something out of it, you need to save the videos because there are informations you need to go back and visit again and again, and then you need to write out something. So that's basically what I started doing, and I stayed with the videos for a while, trying to prepare myself, get more information of how to start this journey. And indeed, it was that was what triggered me. My interest grew from there and all that. I had a health challenge along the line. I went in for a surgery. And when I went to the hospital, it was like an emergency case on 24th December for me that year. When I went to the hospital closest to me, I don't want to call names, and like a big hospital in Abuja, and they said to me, oh, to get a consultant for this will be like how many months? We don't have consult, so we are referring you. I said, to where? You refer to another hospital, and this we are talking about an emergency health situation. And at the end of the day, lucky enough, I have a elder brother that is a doctor. When I spoke to him, even though he's based in Lagos, we'll have to get ready to travel to Lagos to do the surgery and all that. After that particular experience, I made up my mind. It's time to go. And at this point, I have a lot of information and the preparation started because at this point, I know where to start, I know what to do, I know schools to talk to, I know where to apply. I basically don't need anybody. And at this point, I was doing my thing on my own using the videos I've watched from Choco Millionaire's page. So I was basically doing my thing how I know how to do best from the videos. I will always refer back to the videos. And then the application process started for the school. And at this point, I know what to do for my SOP and all that. So when we got approval for school and admission was granted and all that, so that's the first step. You need the visa. And for me, if you're an international student or you're planning to relocate to Canada, the visa is the main thing. And if you're a family person like me, many people will discourage you that come, you can't make it with the children and all that. No, before I started, I have a friend that relocated to UK and she left two of her boys and she went with two because people discourage her and all that. Oh, you can't go to them. Today, she's still not with those boys. She's regretting it. And, it's everyday trauma for her. So I am so connected to the kids that I don't really want to leave them behind. So I have to search for what it takes. So when the admission came, we are trying to make our video, we'll do more videos on it, but I'll try to do like a summary of the journey so far and then take your questions and all that. So when the admission came through, we entered the visa process. For me, the visa process was the main thing for me because I've seen a lot of rejection. School can give you admission. If the visa officer don't give you visa, you can't come in to study the course. School don't have any other say after the admission, right? So the videos still help me. My school have an immigration consultant. When I spoke to him, he said to me, Ifoma, it's better to apply for yourself alone. And then when you get to Canada, you can apply for the kids. But because I've watched videos, I know I can come with the kids. It's not just saying, oh, I want to come with the kids. You have to look down and check and know the things that you need to put in place because there are things that you need to do for you to be able to migrate with the kids. For example, when I was going to, when we were getting our this thing ready, I don't know the current price now, but as at the time I did my visa for each of your minor child, you have to have a 3,000 CAD in your account. And then for your spouse, is a 4,000 CAD, right? So you have to put all of this together. And then when I was choosing my course, Choco, you asked me which course. I'm doing leadership in children ministry. Now, I have been a children minister in my church for over 12 years. And it's like a voluntary service. You don't get paid, but it's like a passion. This is what I like doing. And I've done it over the years. We have a lot of activities. We go for evangelism, we go for outreaches, we go for hospital visitation, guiding the kids, leading them, on how to grow with those things, doing it. It's like social work, right? So this is what I've been doing over the years. So when the opportunity for me to come do my MRC came, I told myself we can actually go into children ministry fully and all that. So I did microbiology. I'm doing leadership in MSc, but you have to understand that there have to be a relationship between the two. You cannot just do one particular course and you're going to MSc to do another one. You have to know how to relate them for visa purpose, because I understand that when you're going to tell the visa officer why you did first degree microbiology, so why are you coming to do leadership in children ministry? What's the relationship?
Them are
So
not aligned.
yeah. So my experience in children ministry helped me, and of course, we'll have pictures we took. We have I have some award I've got in the ministry over the years, and like your good work and all that. So all of these things helped me put them together in a PDF file, and it was among the things we submitted for our visa. And then in the SOP was like a cap. My SOP, thanks to Choco Millionaire, I didn't need anybody to write my SOP for me, because for me, SOP is your journey in life. So I don't think there's anybody that can pen it down like you. It's best when it's from you. So of course the video helped me. So my SOP was a long one. I did my SOP for over a month, 2 months. I just keep writing my SOP and editing it. And then when I go back, I see another video he has made long time. Okay, I'll go back to that particular one. I will watch. Maybe there's something he said in that one that he didn't say in this very current one. Okay, so I need to adjust it to this way. And I kept adjusting those things and, taking time, adding what needs to be added in my SOP. Like one of his videos, the visa officer is a human being. So you ask yourself this question: the visa officer is not a zombie. He's a human being and he's very intelligent. So whatever you cannot defend for yourself, you know that you can't defend it before the visa officer. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, ask yourself some of the questions. Okay, how do this course relate? If I'm going with the children, what am I going to tell them? Because like US Embassy, Canada, you don't go for physical interview. So for me, my interview was my SOP.
Yeah.
So I needed to
Your
tell
interview
them
was your documents. Mm-hmm.
everything. My interview is my SOP. So I understand that from his video. So I was ready to explain to the visa officer to that point that the visa officer will not have any other question. You don't have any other, I've finished answering your question. Which side do you want to come from? I try to, the much I can, to cover every question that the visa officer will ask us, because I know I'm coming with a large family. So I know that application is going to attract like family of six, because I was ready to pull it out at once. So because I know it's going to catch their attention, I was also very deliberate to give them every information that they need. I
Mm-hmm.
tried giving them every information, covered everything. In short, at the point, my husband was like, are you putting every document? I said, there is not too much document. There can be less documents. The documents cannot be too much. Just give them every document. They will select the ones they want, and yeah, we filed it and explain everything we can explain. And yeah, our visa came out, and that's our success story in
Wow.
a nutshell.
Wow, what a story. You've
Yeah,
asked so many things that I would have asked you questions on, but you were a very detailed person, so you already anticipated the questions and you covered a lot of them. Thank you for making my job easy.
thank
Uh,
you.
so 2 or 3 things stood out for me during the last few minutes that you've been speaking. One was the trigger factor that made you decide that you want to move with your family to Canada through the study route. Then the second one was the connection between your BSc in microbiology, which is in biology, to a completely different area, which is leadership in children's ministry. Like the two are not connected. But I
Yeah,
kind of like how you said you made up for the disconnection of the course and what your previous study and what you're going to study by using your career, your unpaid career, your voluntary
yeah,
career. Use that.
yeah,
As somebody was serving in the church, you kept photos, you took
yeah,
photos, you,
sure. A
you
lot.
built all those, and you use them to say, you know what? Even though I may not have XYZ, I'm going to do something on leadership for children. This is what I do for the last 12 years. This is what I've been doing in church. See the evidence, see the photos, see this. So when the officer saw that, we're like, all right, all right, all right. For the last 12 years, she's been doing that, isn't it? It makes
Yeah,
a lot of sense for me to overlook the disconnection between biology and leadership in
leadership.
ministry, right? So thank you so much for hammering that. This could be something that could help you. Even if your course that you're going to study is not connected to what you studied previously, you can use your career or your social life to actually make a strong case for that. And you saw how she went about this. The evidence is good and good and good to go. All right. Evidence there could be photo evidence, document evidence, anything that can prove that this is actually what you do. Thanks so much for mentioning that. I want us to go back on the trigger factor. You touched on
Okay.
that briefly. After your third child, you wanted to do your master's in Nigeria, but things happened. You decided not to, and then you had a baby, you were in labor, and things happened. Your brother, and is that something you want to touch on? What exactly triggered you to have made you? How bad was the experience?
Choco, there are some experiences you will have. Okay, let me. I had my last baby in a government hospital in Maitama. If you know Maitama, Maitama is like
The
the
district.
high class
Mhm.
area in Abuja, the federal castle. You mentioned
Yeah,
Maitama, you mentioned Asokoro. These are like the high
yeah.
um, profile area, for the big guys. So a hospital there is a hospital that have good gynos. And then I had my last baby in this hospital. And after giving birth, they left um, the placenta, part of the placenta in my uterus. And I went back home. Do you know what is placenta, Choco? Like, you know how we paid the services, this is where I did my antenatal, and after delivery, half of the placenta was given to us. Of course, when you finish, they give you your placenta to go back with. Half of the placenta was given to us. I was thinking it's complete. And then we went back home. And then after a few days, I was having this pain that's, I'm like, oh, this is my fourth child. This pain is very unusual. I have to call my brother. And I said to him, I'm having pains. He said, okay, take pain relief. Let's watch it. And then we watched it. And the next day, I was already like bleeding. And I'm like, what's happening? This is not normal, you know. And then when I called my brother again, he just said immediately, this tracks placenta, and you have to go back to the hospital. You have to see a guy, because he's a doctor, he knows the implications. So he was already screaming like from a place of emergency. I wasn't seeing it like that because the pain was not that bad, but I was already having um very unusual pains. Okay, so I carried myself, no problem. Let me carry myself back to the hospital. And then I carried my 3, 4 days old baby. And I went back to the hospital in the evening. It was a whole mess. The people I met, I came, and first of all, I went to see the doctor, and the doctor told me, Madam, you are fine. There is nothing wrong with you. Come back on Monday. It's a weekend. I said, no, I can't come back on Monday. And he said, okay, if you can't come back on Monday, somebody talking to you reluctantly, okay, go do a scan. And I carried the scan paper. I went to the scan place. I said I should go and make payments. My husband went to pay, and of course, we went to the scan area. When we got to the place, the guy that was supposed to do the scan was not there because it's a weekend. Okay, I waited and waited and waited, and I said, oh, somebody said, don't keep waiting here. Go to the compound nurse and tell the compound nurse to please call the guy, because if not, he won't come so quick. Okay, I carried myself to go and meet the nurse, and I said, okay, this is my situation. He said, he can't wait. I said, it can't wait. I have to do it today. And I am doing this pressing because my brother is already raising an alarm, what are you? He was already following up. What are you doing? I said, I should do scan. I said, don't do any scan. No gyno will tell you to do a scan. That doctor is, he was ranting. And I'm like, at a point, okay, let me do the scan first, even though he's saying don't do it, because he's not in Abuja, he's in Lagos, right? So I have to do what I can do. He can't see me right away. And there is an emergency, according to him, at hand. I know I'm having pain, but I wasn't seeing it like an emergency the way, but because he's a medical professional, he already know the implication. And so I went, the compound nurse called the guy, and the guy came and was very angry with me. You have to call them to come. Can't you come on Monday? Is there anything, any emergency? And I was looking at him like,
he was rather angry
yes,
with you, the patient, going
yeah,
through pain.
exactly. And I'm like, okay, I have paid, and it's for me, it's an emergency. He said, madam, there's no emergency. If there's an emergency, you won't be standing here. I said, okay. And then because of the mind he came with, he just did whatever my money went. I said, madam, the uterus is fine. Nothing is wrong with you. There is no, your uterus. And I came down, I told my brother, I said, I just did a scan. He said, nonsense. That no doctor, no gyno should send you for a scan how many days after delivery, because your womb is still not ready for any scan. They can't see anything. I said, okay, so what do I do? Sure, he left me because my husband was with the kids in the car. He left me and then called my husband. He said, this is an emergency. She have to see a gynecologist now and this night. And my husband have to jump down from the car and came looking for me. I said, what is your brother called? I said, I don't know. He said, okay, let's go to another hospital. When I went to another hospital, and luckily I saw one of the gynos that I know very well. And I ran after him, and he was walking, I was explaining to him, this is my plight, and da 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 da. He said he's going to the theater. I said, this is my problem. He said, okay. And then by the time the guy checked me, just like my brother, I said, where did you give birth? I said, here. He said, here. I said, yes. He said, you have trapped placenta. I said, so what do we do? Of course, evacuation. It took me a lot of things, like how many days after pains of delivery and all that. And then the nonchalant attitude in everybody. What? I don't understand. I'm talking about my life. Somebody has made a mistake. I'm in the same hospital. I'm not even being attended. Everybody is doing as if it's not your business. And somebody goes out there and die. And will start praying and kabashing and telling God. And that is how I stayed back. And of course, That night we have to get back to the hospital. An evacuation process and all that was done. And my brother was, oh, I will sue them. I will do this. I said, oh, Nigeria, we don't need to sue because we are fine. Thank God for life. We are fine. So that was it for me for the health. And then the second one was the last surgery I had. So it's a lot of things put together that made me at this point I was head all out to get, and grateful to God coming into your channel or stumbling into your channel was the best thing that happened to me for my transition to Canada. Because for everybody that needs to talk to me, if you're talking to me, I know what you're telling me about. Before I came to Canada, before I made up my mind to apply for work visitors visa for my husband, it was all planned out. I know I can actually apply for work permits directly for him from Nigeria, but I looked at it that using him as a home tie gives us more chances since I'm moving with the kids. And because in our SOP we also try to explain that, oh, he's going to stay back, businesses in Nigeria and all that. So those were captured in our SOP. So I don't need to apply for work permit for him from Nigeria again. So I needed to use him too as like a tie for us, because I have watched this video that at a point, I'm feeling like, here in Calgary, I had some people came to my house yesterday and looking for answers. One guy is in my skin said, you have information like somebody that have been here, but you have information like somebody that I said, you don't understand where I'm coming from, right? So I already know what I need to do when I come into Calgary. I know we're going to flag pool. I know what to do. I already have it all. I have all my plans, like my transition period process. I already have them planned out because I know what to do for every time. Accommodation, how to search, from your videos, I came in here like you are not a new person. One of my colleagues, the wife just visited and I called you West. I said, go do flag pulling. He said, if you fit on his flag pulling. I said, your wife just came with this. They say she's going back. I said, even if she's going back, go do flag pulling and collect work permit. And the guy has been calling me every day. Thank you. I'm like, okay. He actually went to do it and the wife got work permit and all that. So she's going back. She went back with her work permit and coming in, they gave her like 3 years, the same dates that the husband had and all that. So it's been amazing. And after a while, when I have heard about the exclusive page where we subscribe with a little token, I told myself, I said, Biko, what more can you do? In short, I still kept it running. What more can you do, please? Which one is it? Money from my first bank account. And I'm like, okay, so even though I think I have all the information I need here, then yeah, let's go to the exclusive page. Let me see more. Maybe there's still more on the page. And honestly, there's still more there. We have more personal information on the exclusive page. You have everything on the normal page. Oh, don't get me wrong. Follow the normal page. If you follow only the normal page, you have the information. The only problem I notice we have, Choco, is paying attention to details. We want it to be fast, or we prefer paying agents. I've sent your videos to people and they tell me, oh, he's arrogant, he's not. Come on, he can't answer everybody. He has a life, right? That is why the videos are there. Chocomilo didn't get to know who I am until my visa was approved. Meanwhile, everything I use, every information I have about my traveling, I did myself, one after the other. And every knowledge I got about it, I don't before I came to your page, Choco, I don't have a information of how to go about study permit, MSc. I don't. I have a younger cousin that is planning to relocate because, of course, now everybody have to call you, give tips and all that. So most of the time, what I do is, you want to get cheap school, I go to your video, pick the video on how to get cheapest university in Calgary, and I send. And then some of them are still struggling to watch video. These are young guys that use data. You use data all day and you're busy doing things that don't benefit you. If this is the route you want to go, I feel you should pay attention to it because nobody can do it better than you. And of course, being in this country is also another big lesson. It's another big shock in a way that nobody do it for you. Here is the DIY full. If you're not ready to do it for yourself, you can stay. I was sitting my husband recently and I said, Back home, you're going out and you just stand up and you're going out. No, here, when you want to go out, you have to check how many minutes. Whether you're driving or by public transport, you have to know how many minutes it's going to take you to get to where you're going to. That's compulsory. There is no, you don't negotiate it. You have to check, right? So doing it yourself, for me, transitioning is possible. You can move. Don't let anybody discourage you. Oh, you have a family of, for me, I'm among the people that have large family. Oh, 4. Yeah. Don't let anybody discourage you. You can move with them. What you just need to do is sit down, plan it, get information. Information for me is the key. The information and the knowledge I got from Choco Millionaire page is still like a guiding. It has not finished, because even when you come in here, transitioning is a big deal. For the kids, for it's a big deal. Are there challenges? Sure. But the benefits are way, way more than the challenges. Just like I was sharing with Choco this morning on phone. The benefits are way, but there are some things you see and you open your mind, are you for real? Is this one happening? Do you understand? They have to follow you up for the kids' health. Like, they are the one pursuing you. Can we get the immunization card? Do they know they follow up immunization? They are the ones calling you. I'm not a permanent resident. I'm not a citizen. So for those that have fear, oh, will the children go to school? My kids are going to school and I don't pay school fees. We don't pay nothing.
All 4 of them.
All 4 of them, they're going to school. We don't pay nothing. And they have health, they have access to, they see their doctor anytime they want to see their medicals. You see your doctor free. You go to your lab, it's free. So the benefits are...
You told me about some benefits at the library.
Yeah.
That they're taking right now, even though they're on vacation.
Yeah, the kids are on summer break. And then my daughter, 4 of them, I registered them for different classes in the library. And we don't pay. They are begging you to come and register them. They are doing adverts. Come register them for summer. There are a lot of activities. My problem is the one I can even take them. There's a lot of activities. And of course, it's not like back home where we do school runs. My daughter is going to be 14 soon, my first daughter. And then she had a coding class in the library on Saturday. I just gave her a ticket. I said, girl, you can go. And she went and came back alone.
Learning how to code, computer coding.
Yeah. But enough.
It's free from the library. Free. Just sign up and then let them go for it.
There's a laptop for you. You go there, sign out a laptop. Yeah. That you use for your classes. So you go there, you sign up a laptop you will use for your class. You want the one you will take home for 1 week or 2 weeks, you can sign it out.
They can take the laptop home too.
Yes, you bring the laptop home for 1 week, 2 weeks.
Yeah. And when they wanted to give the laptop to your children to take home, you asked them a question. What question did you ask them?
I asked the lady, you don't know me. How come you're giving us laptop to go home? It sounded weird to her. Like, she looked at me like, what is she saying? And I quickly told myself, okay, we are not in Africa. I said, okay, so we can go home with it. She said, yes. They've signed it out to their library card so they can go with it. It's so there are challenges, Choco, but you can't compare it. The difference is so clear. The system is working. Like some people will say, oh, you pay tax, you do this. Of course, we are paying tax, but when you see what they are doing with the tax, you're also happy. You see the benefits you're enjoying. If I'm working and they are taking tax of $300, $400, and my kids are going to school free, they are having health free, please, why would I complain? What is this complaint for? Some of our African brethren.
Yeah.
You born again. You born again.
Are you currently working at the moment? As you're still going to school, are you working?
Oh, I've been working, Choco. I've been working from when I came in. All right. I've been working. And you know, I put in my visa when I came in with the cap of you can work 40 hours. So I've been working. The only thing I try to balance my school with work. And then presently we are on summer break. So I've been on break since June. So I've been working full time since June.
Fire
intro. Fire.
Now, I know I didn't want this video to be long. We had it around
50 hours. Fire.
I know me and you. I try not to even talk in this video because I know you're full of fire, right? Guys, this woman right here, she has more fire than you are seeing. There's so much in her. She's been cut up for this. She's cut out for this thing you're seeing, right? You just see glimpses of her. She has a Facebook page called Real Oma, as you can see on the screen. I encourage you to go for. I'm going to link her channel name, her page name in the description box on this video on YouTube. Make sure you're following. Now, There are many videos you may have seen of her on my channel, but you guys didn't know she's the one. You may have seen a video of her coming to my house. They came out of the taxi, the whole family, and I was happy.
Yeah.
You probably are watching that video right now or playing on the screen. And you will also see a video of me and the whole family. And then another family that also joined. Also
Joined us.
me driving them all the
way
to the Detroit, Canada border, where we spend the entire night all trying to do flagpole. Ask, you landed in Calgary. Choco is in Ontario. You could have done a flagpole over there. Why did you have to, like, how you made a trip all the way down here with your with your family to come see me? Why that?
Yeah, Choco, do you know how much immigration consultant charge in Nigeria?
A lot. A couple of
you have an idea?
A couple of millions.
So if the only thing I can do to see your face, to at least, you know, have the privilege of seeing you, is to come from Calgary to Ontario, why not? And my husband was so excited to do it. And then because I've been on your video, even though when I started, you know, you men now, it was like you're disturbing, because at a point I pitied him, because I was always awake all the night, you know, trying to save my videos and do all of that, you know. So when we came here, he was comfortable going to see Choco Millionaire to actually flag pool. He was very comfortable with that. We had options of doing it in Calgary, but I already have a plan that I also need to see you and, you know, make this appreciation real, you know, because it saved me a lot of money. Some people will come in and say, somebody is charging me so and so amount. I say, for what? Even my friends that are willing to follow me, they are doing well. Of course, you know, Madam Best, she's on her thing and she's doing on her own. She's trying on her own. She's following up. She was telling me this morning that your last video on how to do the application yourself, you did a step by step. She's already downloaded it and everything. I have another friend too, Joy. She's also on the subscribe page. She's DIY fully. So I've also, my friends are, everybody is gingering me.
Recruiting people.
Sure. She was telling me, one of my friends was telling me she spoke to an agent that was telling her 1 point something million to get her admission. I said, is the agent the one that will come and convince the school to give you the admission? So what are you paying the agent for? It's the same thing he will do that the agents will do.
Like Agents Association of Africa or Nigeria, they're not going to be happy with you.
Please don't come for me. You have to use an agent anyway if you don't have strength to go through videos and watch it. But remember, they will get to a point where you will also need your personal details. So agent has its own advantage to ensure I don't think I have advantage of agents, but for you, if you have advantage of it, also know that when you get to this place, there are some things you need to do by yourself with your details. You know, so all of this.
I like the advice there. Hey, it's not compulsory that you shouldn't use an agent. If you're more comfortable using an agent,
use an agent. It's fine.
You're willing to go through it. And you can
we are talking to those that want to do it themselves.
That's what we have. My focus is on.
And of course, if you're coming to Alberta, Choco has trained a lot of us. So his goodwill, or he's making a lot of us. You know, we don't have option. We have to give back.
You have to give back.
So you have to give back.
These are the people already coming to your house and you're sorting them out on flagpole. It's a little
So if you're coming to Alberta, if you're coming to Calgary, we are here. You can give us a shout out. We can help you arrange pickup. Just give us a shout out if you're coming to Alberta, if you're coming to Calgary. And there's a new program that Alberta is doing. I think Choco already did a video on it. So you can also take advantage of it and come in.
That's through the rural community job program there. Nice. You remember this room here?
Yeah, sure. Our Airbnb.
When you came, you guys with your husband.
Our Airbnb. In short, I was telling you today this morning, you have given up your accommodation. The kids are coming. What do we do? What do we do? You know, I was telling her this morning. I said, what do we do? He said, if I don't know, you know, I have to give out. I know. So it's been awesome.
I know. Tell me, how you take to see the system so far? You've been here since January. The system here is not perfect. Canada is not heaven on earth. How you take to see them so far?
Canada is not heaven on earth, but like I'll hear other people say, oh, it is heaven for them. We were doing one argument yesterday, the guys that came to my house, and they say, oh, you need to treat water. And one of us say, you didn't die from the water you were drinking in Africa. It's not that you came to Canada that you want to be treating water. Please, I'm not there. Since I came to Canada, I treat malaria every 2 weeks. And since I came to Canada, I've not treated malaria for 6 months. And you are telling me what? It's not heaven, Choco, but the system is working. Like I said, I work and I see deduction of $300-400 from my paycheck 2 weeks, and I'm not bothered about it. Some people tell me, "Oh, you still get it back. You're an international student." Even if I don't get it back, the things I'm seeing already, the kids has transitioned well. You know how you are seeing 4 kids go to school. I didn't buy piles of books. I didn't. The system is working. You're even looking for work. It's not about who you know. It's about your strength to sit down on the computer and be applying on Indeed and be doing your application. It's not who you know. It's not about who you know or who know you know. It's about you sit down in the comfort of your house. The interview will come in the comfort of your house. Is it the school system as an MSc student? The things that shock me, like, when your professors see you, your professors greet you first. They're like,
The
you're
professors are greeting you first.
You're seeing the professors see you from, hi, Ijoma. And I'm like, oh, good afternoon. How are you doing? They are elderly, they are intelligent, they are the one. When you have, I did a course during this spring. I picked one course during this spring, and it was strictly online. And when I finished, I didn't really pay attention to that course during the classes because it was a crash program for 1 week for spring, and then I was working and doing the course. So when I was going to do the assignments, I have a lot of assignments. One of the assignments was like a trouble getting over it. I have to call, send the professor email that honestly, I don't understand this assignment. And then quick, he sent me an email, say, what do you want? Do you want us to have a Zoom meeting? How do you want it? A call? So I can take my time and explain. He was willing to take another 1 hour, 2 hours to explain to me until I understand it. And I booked a Zoom meeting with him, and we had a Zoom meeting. He said, Foma, where are you having challenge? And then I said, okay, this assignment, this is how I understand it. I said, it's okay. Your understanding it is like 50% perfect. Okay, this is the way it should be. It took his time to explain every details I need to know. We all went to school in Africa. Even the assistant lecturer, they are mini gods, So the system here is, it gives everybody, it helps you to plan. It gives everybody that, like many of us here, even though we are new, you're already seeing your planning. You're able to know that, this is what I get, this is what I pay, these are my expenses. You're able to work with what you're getting. But even in Africa, where you are disorganized, you're frustrated, the frustration is frustrating, you don't know where to start. You are putting in effort, it's not yielding results. Choco, the system is working. I don't know, those that discourage people, there is God. If you are doing well in Africa, like Jay Kwasi will say, Jay.
Jay Kwashi, big ups to you, Jay Kwashi.
Yeah, Jay is in Calgary. I've not been able to meet him, but we've been talking and all that.
He's a very great guy.
We've been talking, but I've not been able to. Jay stays very close to me, Choco. We're going to bring you to Alberta. I'm sure of that.
I have to come to Alberta,
Yeah, Jay stays very close to me. We are like in the same community.
Oh, nice.
Like we are Welland, very close. Jay stays very close to me. Nice. Yeah, we use the same.
You guys.
We use the same playground. Jay stays very close to me.
Nice.
So, you know how the system helps you plan. The system helps you build confidence. When we come in early in school, there are times you are talking because you will talk in class. There is nothing like I'm shy. Mm-hmm. The professor wants to hear your voice. You are in that class. Mm-hmm. You are part of that class. Mm-hmm. And then the nonsense talk you will talk. In short, at times you see that, this talk I talk is out of point. But you know what I find out?
Yeah.
The professor will make you feel good and now put a birth. But if it's this way, he has not thrown away what you said into the trash, He has made you feel that what you said, good, right? But, in the other way,
they give you the other perspective.
So it makes you, they want to, because they know we are coming from Africa, it makes you feel relaxed, it makes you feel comfortable, and in no time you're able to flow with the system. and all that. So it's been an amazing journey. It's 6 months for me of a learning and unlearning. Because you know how you see in Africa is money, sir. You see your professor. So when you do some greeting, like and then we have some after programs, you have lunch with your professors and everybody go to the table to take what they want, you know, and then the professor finish, you pack your plate, you pack your trash and go trash it by yourself.
I remember our conversation. When you know, going to your student common area, and then you find like food and other stuff there that you can take, tea and stuff, and then people get surprised, like, wow, like which country provides this in a
Look,
class?
I will do a video of our common when we resume. Our common is stocked up. You know how everything. There's microwave, there's fridge, there's pizza at times in the freezer, there is drink, there is biscuits, there is different snacks. Like it's
Students
loaded.
come on.
Yes. So you come, and for MSc strictly because we have a code, you enter and then you want to read, you are relaxing, you're reading, and then you are snacking on anything. You go carry this, eat, make tea, there is coffee, there is everything. You can stay there the whole day and you're not hungry.
No. Anyway, thank you so much. The intention was to keep this video under 30 minutes. I promised her I wasn't going to talk much because I know she's full of fire. So don't blame it on me. I tried my best to get you under 30 minutes. The extra 40 minutes on top is on her, all right? So when you go and follow her on her page, give her the fire there. You got my date. All right. Before I let you go, I want to ask you this quick question. Before, guys, follow her and then make sure you check her out. She's going to probably go into more detail there. The requirement for your admission. Take us through the key documents briefly so that if somebody is considering applying, what documents did you use in terms of your academic transcript? Was it a first class, second class, upper, lower? Did you need a CV? If yes, just quickly run us through in 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute.
Okay, of course, your academic transcript, if you're going for MSc, is compulsory because master's is master's, irrespective of the course you're going to do. So, of course, my transcript, my BSc result, that's a transcript. What else? I did like a reference letter from from school and from church because it has a connection with ministry. So I did a
reference from your church,
reference from my pastor, and then I did a reference from school from my professor in my school, and then I think basically that's the main.
You need a CV?
Yeah, sure. I did a CV to tell them. Of course, I did my CV, and then I did a letter of why I want to do this course.
Statement of purpose.
Yes, my statement of purpose. So I did a letter where I attached every. So by the time the school saw everything I've done, they haven't gotten my transcript, and they give me pre-admission. I say, okay, when they get the
they give you pre-admission without
sure, because by the time I put the documents, we had a lot of outreaches we do. For example, by this time we are getting ready for junior Bible school in my church, and I'm always on the team. So it's a 3 weeks Bible school for the kids where you stay with them Monday to Friday. That's like a 15 days program. I'm always there every year, you know. So last year I was there. So the pictures, our graduation, we have a lot of pictures piled together. You know, so all of these things, by the time I put them together, school didn't have any, the admission came very fast. I've also given some people details from my school and they got rejected. So you might need to do your plans very well and do your connection very well. Yeah, because I know some people has applied and they have a good result, 2221 from the BSc, and school said, oh, sorry, they can't give them the admission. So you might have to do your good work very well.
I have a video for the title, How to Put Together a Strong Graduate Application. Be sure to check out. I'm going to be linking it in the description, but be sure to check it out. Sometimes you may have a good GPA, especially for masters, if you're looking for scholarship or, you know, it's all about the strength, not just your grades, a whole lot of things. The strength of your SOP or the reason why you're even picking that school. Like she leveraged on her unpaid, voluntary, you know, that she did from the church a lot. And it connects so much with the program that she was going to do. So it made a lot of sense. For you may not have those kind of experiences, but you can leverage on a bunch of other things. Maybe your research interest, if you're going to do research or something like that, right? It's all about that. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with myself, Choco Millionaire today. I didn't talk a lot. Somebody has overed me.
Somebody has taken over
me today. You see, she has taken over today. Real Oma, aka Informa from Abuja, who is here. For those of you who know her from Nigeria, she collect all the greeting. Even if
Yeah.
she owe you, she no go pay. If she won't pay, now me
She don't
will
go pay, she don't
send the money. If she owe you money, make sure you consult me. I'll take the dollar and then we'll negotiate whether to give you old naira or new naira.
or new naira.
Yeah. What should people expect when they come to your page? This is your last one.
We're going to be doing basically everything you need to know to migrate to Canada. My leader, I have everything on his channel. I share many of his videos, but I'm going to be giving you details based on family, relocating with these children, the details you need to know about these children here in Canada, because how they move, for us mothers, our children is our why. So we're going to be giving you more information on how to settle these children in if you come here, your fears. I had somebody tell me, they say if you come here, you pay for school fees, and we argued it a lot. No, you don't need to pay school fees for them if they are still in high
Age
school
4, from
and
age
down.
4 all the way to high school.
Yeah, so you don't need to pay school fees for them and all that. The lies, we need to debunk them and tell you what is happening. We are giving it to you real. How the school, I have some videos I want to upload, the schools, the inside of the school, the environment, the teachers carry you along and all that. I've not had one complaint about my children since we came against back home, where you call you every day, oh, they are not doing well. For here, they are not doing well is the job of the teacher. They try to go along with the children according to their pace and all that. So our page will giving you more details about how these children settling and the few things you need to know, and then bringing my leaders more content and giving you back to back. Please learn to watch videos if you want to come to Canada, if you want to come to US, if you want to come to any developed world. I think it is do it yourself. So start from home, start practicing it. Take your computer. One
Or
of
your
my
phone, even your phone self.
Chaka, one of my classmates, he was a big guy in Nigeria, had his office, like a big guy, very big guy in Nigeria. And then he came here, he told me, he said, he was fooling himself and doing secretary. They would type and bring. Secretary. I laughed and I was rolling myself. And they said, you are empowering the secretary in Nigeria and you are deceiving yourself, doing boss. Do it because it's your assignment. You're going to type it yourself, your everything. You're going to do it yourself. You're going to vet it yourself. And some of the professors will give you instruction. As much as they laugh with you, they pay very
They
good
don't joke with their instructions.
When they give you instruction, you follow it. Even if you finish laughing with that professor now, eating with that professor on the same table, your assignment comes, it goes through the normal process.
No passing the back.
No, normal process. You have to obey according to what fonts do we need, every details, because every assignment comes with its own details, and everything is on the computer. So if you're still in Africa and you have opportunity to even learn more computer, please learn anything you can.
Thank you.
This video is
That is
going
the end of
on.
today's sermon, brought to you by Pastor Riluma. All right. If I don't rub my hands like that, she will keep going like that. Right? Too much sauce, too much fire.
Too much,
Make sure you follow her on Facebook, and she will be connecting with you guys more. Now, you heard her say so many things. She had to binge watch my videos throughout the night, meaning she had to use the free data time in the night whilst everybody was sleeping to consume and consume and consume. It took her over a month to just put her study plan together, letter of explanation, what we call study plan, to apply for a visa. Why? Because she kept getting new ideas anytime she watched my old videos here and there. You watching me, I did my best to keep this video under 30 minutes, but it is the will of God that you get to 51 minutes. I know you will not watch all, no problem. You think I'm so generous, so I answer every question in the comment section, even if I've already covered them. Let me be real with you guys. I am very, very uncompromising. I'm very generous with information and time, but I don't compromise on the way I do things. If I have taken time to research, put content together in a way for you like this, which is free, and you don't watch it, you can ask the same question a million times or a zillion times. It doesn't matter who you are, I won't respond. I'm not arrogant. I just don't see why I should put all the resource there for you. You refuse to watch it, and you want me to answer in the comment section for you. Some of you, when I see you ask questions on Flagpole, I laugh. Because I'm wondering whether you are the one to watch the video, or me. You want me to do the video and watch it and come and explain to you? The questions sometimes we ask shows that we don't even watch the videos. And remember, you can't hide your things from me. Your ignorance, you can't hide it from me. In short, if you didn't watch the video, I'll know from your question. If you've watched the video, I'll also know. Some of your questions have been waiting unanswered. You know why? Because the answer is right there in the video, but you won't click to watch. You want a summarized answer like Indomie. No, be so? Indomie. Quick, fast. Summarize. Okay. Word for you there. Make sure you are using the videos to help yourself. She used the videos. She had no knowledge about things, but you saw with the support. I also want to, she mentioned something that almost escaped me. At a point, she leveraged on the help or the services of the immigration consultant of the very university she was coming to. Do you know that every school in Canada has a dedicated department where they've hired an immigration consultant who works for the school by providing services to international students or students who need immigration services? And you don't have to pay for it. It's free. Some of them will help you to organize the documents. Of course, they don't do your applications for you, but they're going to help you to put things together, guide you through. These are things that agents will do for you and charge you without even giving you password. Do you know that college you're applying to, you could literally ask the international students office of that college to connect you to the immigration consultant? And if you have challenges, they could go through your documents. They could review things for you. Would you leverage on it? No. Will you pay an agent millions of naira? Okay. And when you finish, you come and ask me to give you a summarized answer in the comment section. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Come to the comment. All right. All the best. Thanks for watching. Real Oman, God bless you for sharing your day with us.
Thank you.
Hopefully we see you a lot more on this platform. Yeah. Now, if you guys want to see her and you enjoy her fire and you want her to come and give you more vibe, make sure you are hitting the like button.
Comment.
If she talks too much too, comment and let me know. Don't bring
her. No.
All the best. Those of you who are in Alberta, connect with her and she will see you in Alberta. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.